So in a relationship, first of all, as you grew up, you had to wear masks because it was the safest place to be. It was the safest place to be to pretend. It was the safest place to be someone that you were not in order to please whatever was going around you. As I said before, I had to wear a different mask. I had to please mom and dad and have good grades. So that turned into success. I need to succeed in order for me to be accepted, or it was I need to be funny in order for me to cool off, or whatever fight is happening to cool off the fighting that was going around me. So what happened later on is I started to create masks, and a whole bunch of masks that I started to put on. So here's a few masks that I put on, and I kind of wrote them down. Number one was the comedian. I was joking around and I put on the face of a comedian. I was joking, but yet inside I wasn't joking. I was crying, but I put that on. And then as I grew up, I became the party animal. I was like, yeah. Everybody thought that I was happy, but in actuality, I was extremely sad. And I was a way of protecting my heart. So another way, it was the super successful. The super successful and the overachiever, that was me. I completely did that. I made a lot of money in real estate, and I thought, so that was it. But what was I hiding? I was hiding the feeling of not good enough. See, a lot of us, we could strive a lot in our career. We could think that, okay, if I'm very successful in this career, then I should be okay, and I should take care of my family. I should give enough money to fix all my problems. And that never does. It never fixes your problem to have a lot of finance. I'm not saying that having income and having wealth is a problem. What I am saying, if you have wealth without having healthy relationship, your wealth won't matter. It won't fix it. As a matter of fact, you'll spend a lot more money trying to fix your relationship as you're making it. So that's one. The other one is the underachiever, which is the opposite of that. The underachiever, and I call it the victim, is a person that hides by not achieving. They're hiding behind it. Why? Because again, if they do achieve, that will show them truly who they are. So in the world, really seeing who you are is a tall order. Why is that? Because you get to be responsible and you get to shine. And a lot of times we think, how long can I be this person? How long can I shine? How long can I be my authentic self? Because this new person, me being successful, is so scary that I'm not sure if I could keep up with that. Because in our mind, we think that, man, if only a person that I'm connecting with in my relationship only knew who I was, they would leave me. So see, underneath all of those masks that we have is a need to control, it's a need to be approved, and it's a need to be needed. And the fear, the true fear, is being abandoned. So that's why we put on these masks. So those are a few things. There's more, but because of the sake of time, I don't have the time. I talked about Mother Teresa, Father Teresa, the caretaker, the rescuer, and the superhero. These are the people that go out and just save the world while they're losing their own self. Let me tell you something. You can't save someone that does not want to be saved. You can't fix somebody that does not want to be fixed. If somebody is committed to dysfunction, if somebody is committed to being the way they are, there's nothing you can do to shift them. And if your desire, and that if this what you want to do is you want to change them, you want to send them to a workshop, you want to send them to therapy, you want to send them to somewhere so they can change. For you, that's a very selfish thing. I'm not saying to not tell people about something that's great. I'm not saying to not want or even pray for someone to change because you love them. But you gotta surrender that person, because that person still has to make a decision. They have to make a decision on their own. And if they don't make a decision on their own, there's nothing you can do to make them make a decision, because they have to remove that mask. And when they remove the mask, they could see truly their authentic self. And from there, they could change. But you cannot change anyone but you. Just remember that, because you will save yourself time, energy, and money, and sanity as well. Because for the longest time, I tried to control so many people around me because I really wanted them to change. But then I realized that I can't change anybody. They have to want to change. I could give them the road, I could give them the map, and I could give them the street to go down, but they've got to be the one to walk. They have to be the one to open the door and walk through it. But I could only show them the way, support them. So any coaching clients that I coach, guess what? I'm empowering them, and I'm giving them a tool in order for them to stand in their 2 feet and make decisions on their own, or else it will be codependency. There's this word called interdependency, when we depend on one another, not codependency, where you need someone at all times. In relationship, you want interdependency, not codependency. Told you I was going to make this short. So there it is. And in my Discovering Your Authentic Self program that I have, I'm basically teaching you how to remove the mask, number one. Number two, teaching you how to be okay with your authentic self, okay when the mask is removed, so you don't have to go back. And then giving you tool to keep up the new authentic self. And so like that, in your relationship, you could show up as you versus a version of you that was never real from the beginning, or what you learned as a child putting on these masks to protect yourself. Thank you so much for watching, and I will be bringing in some more videos later on. Take care. Have a good one. And please comment below. And if you're ready for that program, write down Discover. Bye-bye.